Hey guys, Sam from Sweet Corn Man back with another video. There will be no Sweet Corn history segment in this video. The presidential election of 1828 lasted from October 31st, 1828 to December 2nd, 1828. There were 261 members of the Electoral College. 131 electoral votes were needed to win. This election was the first election after the split of the Democratic-Republican Party. Jacksonian Democratic Republicans created the Democratic Party shortly before the election. The Democratic Party was more populist and liberal, but tended to be more conservative on the issue of government power, and agreed with Thomas Jefferson's view of a limited federal government. They were pro-slavery and anti-tariff. Supporters of President Adams created the National Republican Party. The National Republican Party tended to be more conservative, but was more liberal on the issue of government power, and agreed with Alexander Hamilton's theory of implied powers in a strong federal government. They were moderate on slavery and pro-tariff. Neither party had a nominating caucus. Instead, the leaders of their respective parties ran for president and selected their own running mate. For the National Republican Party, President John Quincy Adams of Massachusetts ran for re-election, as every president before him had. For his running mate, he selected Secretary of the Treasury Richard Rush of Pennsylvania, dropping his current Vice President John Calhoun from the ticket, as he and Calhoun didn't agree on anything. For the Democratic Party, former U.S. Senator Andrew Jackson of Tennessee ran for president once again, seeking a rematch with Adams. For his running mate, he selected Vice President John Calhoun of South Carolina, because Calhoun agreed more with Jackson than Adams on policy. This election is notable because it is the first time mudslinging, or the act of spreading negative personal information that is usually false, was widely used as a campaign strategy in a presidential election. The Democrats accused Adams of making a corrupt bargain with Secretary of State Henry Clay when Clay used his influence as Speaker of the House to help Adams win the presidential election of 1824. Democrats also accused Adams of essentially being the Russian Tsar's pimp. They spread rumors that Adams supplied an American girl to give sexual favors to Russian Tsar Alexander I, as well as forcing the government to pay for a pool table in the White House. The National Republicans distributed pamphlets accusing Jackson of ordering the execution of 6 soldiers for small offenses during the War of 1812. Jackson was also accused of committing adultery with his wife, as his wife's divorce was not official until 1793, 2 years after her and Jackson were first married. However, once he and his wife realized this, they remarried in 1794. Jackson was also accused of cannibalism. National Republicans said that he ate a dozen Native Americans for breakfast. These pamphlets would be known as the coffin handbills. Adams was also unpopular with some Americans due to the tariff of 1824, which drastically raised taxes on various imported goods. The results: like his father, John Quincy Adams lost re-election. Andrew Jackson won the election with 178 electoral votes from Pennsylvania, Virginia, New York, Ohio, North Carolina, Kentucky, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Illinois, Mississippi, Missouri, and Maine. Jackson won 642,553 popular votes, or 55.97% of the total. 7 Democratic electors did not vote for John Calhoun, but instead U.S. Senator William Smith of South Carolina for vice president. Adams won 83 electoral votes from New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Vermont, Maryland, Rhode Island, and Delaware. Adams won 500,897 popular votes, or 43.63% of the total. Andrew Jackson became the first Democratic president in U.S. history, inaugurated on March 4th, 1829, however without his wife Rachel, who died on December 22nd, 1828 due to a heart attack. President Jackson believed that the attacks from National Republicans had stressed her out, and he blamed them for her death. Jackson would be extremely bitter towards the National Republicans during his presidency. Alright, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this entertaining and informative. Check out the Discord server if you haven't. The link is in the description. And yeah, see ya.